Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Presented to you by Gasoline Alley, Harley Davidson. Your three judges sitting at cage side are Richard Fogarty, Brian Murphy, and Chris Johnston. The attending physician tonight is Dr. Aaron R.T. And when the action begins, your referee in charge is Brad Vicali. This bout is brought to you by Gasoline Alley, Harley Davidson. And now, from the Logan Metro Sports Centre in Queensland, Australia, it's fight time! 5 3-minute rounds for the interim CMT Super Midweight title. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner with a 46-fight, 39-win record. He stands 185 centimeters tall, weighing in at 74.9 kilograms. Trained out of Champion Muay Thai Gym. Representing Ireland, he is an Irish and international Muay Thai champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Casserly. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner with a fight record of 122 fights, 91 wins, 41 wins by way of knockout. He stands 180 centimeters tall, weighing in at 75.65 kilograms. Trained out of the Boon Chu Gym on the Gold Coast. He is representing Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a 10 times world champion, the gunslinger, John Wayne Parr.
Gets old. 122 times we've heard it. It never gets old. One of the legends of combat sports worldwide, Mark Casserly, in the biggest fight of his career.
Yesterday, and I expect you to obey those commands to the letter of the law. Fight within the rules and we're not going to have a problem. I don't want any punches or kicks to the back of the head. No 12 to 6 elbow to the top of the head. All right, no kick. If your opponent's on the ground for any reason, don't punch or kick him. It's a foul and I will penalise you. Do you understand that? Yes, sir. 3 knockdown rule is in effect. You cannot be saved by the bell in any round. There is a standing 8 count, but remember this. The first rule is you must protect yourself. If you don't, I will do it for you. Any questions? All right, touch gloves. I wish you both the best of luck.
And here we go, folks. It's main event time at CMT 7. Bex Tui ringside, or cage side with you. Alongside me, Mark the Hammer Cassanini. It's Mark Casserly from Ireland, the challenger, the underdog, as so many people are against the great John Wayne Parr.
Well, the icon of Australian Muay Thai, John Wayne Parr, world-renowned, and fighting right here in his backyard on his own event. Something special, folks. If you're watching at home, do not blink, do not leave your seat for a moment. Anything can and will happen in CMT.
You've noticed early, Hammer, the height differential between Casserly, who looks almost craned over to get down to be able to hit John Wayne Parr in the midsection.
Massive height and reach advantage here. And he'll probably look to get in the clinch and try and get those knees up high to the face. At this point, moving and being mobile, not wanting to engage with JWP in close just yet, and very mindful. Oh, turning back kick.
And that tag,
Casserly.
JWP, who sort of just spat it out and bit down on the mouth guard there.
To everyone that's watched and supported tonight, big thank you. Andrew Keros sent us a message saying he's enjoying it, so a big thank you, Andrew, for watching, and all that have contacted us on social media, we appreciate it.
Fantastic, and I can confirm CMT8 scheduled for April 2016.
Dipping body shot, straight right hand to the body. JW stalks forward.
And now all of a sudden, Casserly knows who he's in the ring with as he cops a kick to his lead thigh and tries another spinning
back kick.
Back kick, which has worked for him. The first one was a cracker. Step up elbow from Casserly and then backs out of range. I'd like to see him stand a little deeper, hammer, and move more laterally rather than straight back.
Definitely chases forward, goes bombing, they clinch in. Body lock by JW, throws him down. Perfectly executed body lock takedown.
It's interesting because you think that the longer-limbed, longer-levered Casserly would have somewhat of an advantage in the clinch, but I guess...
But that tactic in the clinch for the shorter fighter is perfect. That's textbook stuff, exactly what you want to be doing. If you're fighting a taller fighter and they get you in the clinch, body lock them, shut them down. It takes away any rotation of their knee. They can't affect anything cleanly. So John Wayne Parr is the master.
He is, and being at middleweight and only 5'10", 5'11", himself, about my height, he's had to fight some tall timber in his time. Yep. Recently, a tight loss to Cosmo Alexander.
Cosmo's very similar body type to Casserly too, tall, rangy.
It was Daniel Kerr last time out, the tall Kiwi, suffered a stoppage loss. Again, like Casserly, he was very good in the kicking department as a nice high round kick whizzes past the face of Wayne Parr, and watch for Parr to try and steal the round in the final 30 seconds. As he hears that tap, he will try and move in and do something. Right at this juncture.
Oh, spinning heel kick. Jumping, spinning heel kick from Casserly.
The saving grace for Parr there, he was closing range and he caught it on the hamstring rather than catching it on the heel. That first spinning heel kick from Casserly was an absolute cracker, and I think the first strike of the night, not often a spinning heel kick is the first strike of the night.
But Casserly showing in that first round that he's unpredictable, has angles, has moves, and you know what? He's really not looking that intimidated. As we were talking, and we saw in that first round, the spinning heel kicks, the jumping kicks, all of that stuff that John Wayne Parr really is going to have to be, you know, aware of, because it just takes the slimmest of openings and the slipping of timing to get one of those things through. In turn, we had John Wayne Parr dropping beautifully with that straight right body shot on Casserly. So some really good techniques and power already being thrown in the first round.
Mark Casserly of Ireland. John Wayne Parr of Australia. Fairly even first round, and this is round two. Bex Tui, cage side at the Logan Metro, with Mark the Hammer Castanini, former Australian cruiserweight champion.
Oh, double, one low, one to the body, Casserly. He's fast, he's accurate. The one opening I see on him, Bex, is that his hands are low and wide. And if obviously JW has even had pro boxing fights, if he gets a sniff of that and he sees that there's an opening there, he's going to go bombing. He'll fake low and then come up high with the hand combinations. Have a look at Casserly's hands. See how low they are and how wide they are. That's a bit of a sloppy guard from the Irish challenger.
Particularly against someone who comes with such an impressive boxing resume. 13 pro fights, Australian middleweight champion, and also has finished so many of his fights with that devastating turn right hand. Big names have gone to sleep on the end of the John Wayne Parr glove, and Casserly's hands down low, but he's showing one thing, that he can put the shin on the head of John Wayne Parr in an instant.
Well, this is where JW wants to break that kicking range, get in the hand range. I see potentially an opening for a rolling overhand left. If you can roll that left hook around the guard of Casserly, I see that as an opening there. Uppercut off the right after. Always
an opportunity with the smaller gloves as well, not just with someone as loose as Casserly in the guard, who's content to just fire off and cops underneath the ribs, that cracking right body kick. Such an effective technique always used by Parr to slow down his opponents, is to target the body by kicking to the body rather than necessarily punching to the body, as we see that yet again. Happy to stand in range, though, at this stage, Parr.
Oh, and the jump knee coming dangerously close. Turning kick again, Casserly.
Parr closes range. Not much happening there.
And you've got to think Casserly would have prepared for a fighter like Michael Badado that'll be coming forward with pressure.
Jumping knee.
Jumping knee, Casserly.
but they are similar in a lot of ways in terms of their pressure and tempo, Bernardo and Parr.
Yeah, Parr, with that blitzing hand combination up and the finishing down low. That's what he's renowned for.
Spadaro throws different strikes on the way in. He's more of an elbow, crossing elbow type of guy. JWP will miss it. Punch,
This
kick.
is where, here we go. That is exactly where JWP needs to be.
But hasn't that been his money move for so many years? Just sit outside, and when you see an opening, pour on the pressure and punch in volume. Beautifully defensively, never gets enough credit for his defensive abilities.
Casserly
doing well.
is now aware of the hand power and accuracy of John Wayne Parr, and he's got a much better guard now when he gets into that punching range. JWP double right hook and stalk Casserly all the way through that round.
A real action-packed round.
But Casserly double kicks, jumping kicks, so many unorthodox moves.
Just awkward.
But you know what? Entertaining.
It's fantastic to watch, don't get me wrong.
Absolutely loving it.
And you know what? It's round 3. This is territory that plenty of people have not been to with Wayne Parr. So the folks back in Ireland, tip your hat already, and your man's in with a shot. Don't worry about that. It's the kicking of Casserly versus the hand speed and relentless pressure of Parr.
Casserly just trying those acrobatic moves still into the round, just bringing it from all angles.
And he looks fit, does Casserly.
He does.
Moving well.
It's on.
We're ready, folks. Round number 3 here in our CMT Super Middleweight title fight. Mark Casserly of Ireland in the blue kicking away against the gunslinger, John Wayne Parr. And cage side at the Logan Metro, I have with me Australian Cruiserweight champion of yesteryear, Mark the Hammer Castanini.
As he goes for the big sweeping low kick, Casserly, the Irishman, is here to fight. Geez, they've represented themselves and their country so proud tonight, the Irish crew.
They do it
Fantastic.
so well. They do it so well in so many sports, and didn't do so well in the Rugby World Cup. Sorry for bringing that up.
International caged Muay Thai. Love it. Wayne Parr blasting with the hands.
Moves forward. Stalking is the 10-time world champion. Casserly content to sit on the back foot and just circle, ironically, to his left. Which seems to me to be in the path of that dangerous right, turning right bomb.
He's changing direction. And perhaps he's circling that way because he wants to try one of those different unorthodox kicks like that, jumping round kick to the body. Beautifully done. Jeez, he gets vertical easily, this guy.
The issue is that when he lands and he's standing there for half a second, Parr closes the distance and there's 4 punches to his body before he knows it. So good at closing off the ring is Parr. And Casserly, so good at just being awkward and getting out of the way. A fantastic fight. And now I know what everyone overseas was saying when they said Mark Casserly was a good matchup for John Wayne Parr.
Spinning back fist. Round kick into a spinning back fist.
Why do I always look away from the monitor at the worst possible times? Parr pushing forward. Double outside thigh kick into a right hand combination to the body. Casserly on the balls of his feet. Irishman closing up and takes a knee from a body shot, and that will be a count out of nowhere.
All of a sudden his campaign to win this fight has been slightly derailed, the Irishman.
Not only do you have to beat the champion, but you beat him, take his belt in his hometown, and you've got an 8 count against you. It just got harder for Mark Casserly. It doesn't look phased though. Feeling was that was a bit of a flash knockdown. Oh, beautiful lead left, but Parr's on the inside and Casserly is hurt. Again, you just get the sense that he got shocked by that. It wasn't really anything devastating.
And still, I'd like to see if he's been hurt to the body, lateral movement, not engaging is probably going to be the way to go for him.
Tries the spinning heel kick because it worked for him. Sorry, the jumping back kick.
Oh, clubbing right hand over the guard.
Right hand and the 3 knockdown rule means that is it. He climbs the cage slowly after not making it up the top last time. Taking the mickey out of himself and others who gave him a hard time. He's king of the cage.
Beautifully done, John Wayne Parr. Beautifully done.
And full credit to Mark Casserly, who joins him atop the steel ring. What an effort from the Irishman. And just out of the blue, he was doing so well out of the blue in the space of 30 seconds. It's all over.
Fantastic effort. It was such an entertaining few rounds that we were privy to.
Only Irish people can get dropped 3 times in 30 seconds and be up and smiling. Look at Mark Casserly. He looks $1 million as he hugs.
Always
Angie
dangerous,
Parr.
you know. He was a threat. He was a threat from the first round. Threw down, give it his all. But at the end of the day, John Wayne Parr in front of his home crowd, his own show, is going to be a hard man to beat.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our main event of the evening, proudly brought to you by Gasoline Alley, Harley Davidson. The bout was stopped in a time of 2 minutes and 53 seconds into the third round with a 3 knockdown rule. And your winner, the interim CMT Super Middleweight Champion,